saves?
Yes. And it gives you points instead of giving you the minor effect. Because like in a long-term traveling effect, like getting that you're passing out for 10 seconds doesn't really do anything.
Just 1 second. Character-wise, Arab didn't know them like super well. I mean, I know I'm hurt by it, but Arab,
Well,
I don't.
it's okay. So you'll have to roll 2 instead of 3. Meaning more that even though you're a druid, it's still not nice traveling and having to take care of bodies that eventually start to rot.
Yeah.
No, of course.
I mean, you're attached to things living. You want things to live, and seeing something waste away is pretty.
Especially Hagen after their first initial meeting. It was very sweet.
I'm already kind of role-playing Aaron with a bit of madness, though. That's the thing.
Also,
well, it's unpredictable. Yeah.
Question: do I still have those 2 horror points from a while ago? Or those are they faded away?
They faded away since you got some rest and recuperation.
Okay.
Okay. Key, I need you to roll another time, but you're fine for the first 2 rolls.
Wait, I thought I already rolled 3.
I only see 2.
I see
26, 28, and 15.
Oh, okay. So you're fine. You managed to not get affected by it as much as maybe somebody else. Crawl, your first roll is fine. Your second gives you a horror point.
No, Karul.
Dick's first roll is fine. His sixth gives him a horror point. Crawl's last one is okay, so he doesn't get more than 1.
Cool.
And Dick saves with a 10 as well. It's not a high DC, so Dick. So both both Sir Arthur and Erin have 1 horror point each. Erup, however, gains 2.
Where do I put those on my character sheet?
Just put them somewhere on, like in your character description
or
resource. Or other info or whatever. You don't get up when it's 2 points, unless it's all roleplay. But if you get to 3 points, you will have to roll on an effect that you will get.
Okay.
You can, rest and recuperate away these horror points by having like a longer relaxation period of like just calm, living in your kind of way to be a druidic life, or like a comfortable rest and recuperation period where you don't feel life threatened and you don't get reminded of what caused the horror. So basically, it's been taking its toll on Arab to constantly having to work the corpse of the 2 interesting people. But yes.
So anything else happen on the trip?
No, I accidentally made a roll public, but no. The green is peeking out and everything, but it was still a flash-freeze glacial wasteland. Its greenery is almost sad how quiet everything. There's no birds, or not even any insects can be heard as the greenery peaks out. Definitely showing that this thing had its major wound upon the land, even if it's slowly returning back.
It's glad to see.
Tell me when we get to Tilverton, because I do when I get there.
As they pass all this revealing greenery, Arab can only think back to her first meeting with Hagen and wonders who this person that he mentioned was. Because seeing all this greenery just made her feel quite a bit lonely. Just the quietness. It would have been nice to meet another druid.
He like visibly relaxes as the greenery starts to reveal itself. He's pretty happy that it's not as snowy and cold.
Mm.
You know, it
Aaron
looks
doesn't-
scarred and such, but it's still green, peeking through. But
He's just happy it's going away.
Aaron doesn't seem to be trying not to notice much of doesn't really seem to notice much of the.
During
Actually, no. She's probably taking in the sights. Just oh, it's so beautiful. It's so glad that it'll take time to grow it back, but I'm glad that we have this.
Life finds a way.
Life
To start, at least.
finds a way.
to get away from the center of the Comator forest and Mifrenor, the temperature increases.
It's hot.
And as you passed, the visible signs of the Forked Hills, basically the border region of this glacial flash freeze of effect on the region, you can see that there's a lot of nasty looking clouds that's forming around here from all the temperature differences. And
Right.
and kind of the heat is kind of hit you like a wall.
Erin sheds her the winter coat she's been wearing, so since she doesn't seem to need that anymore.
It seems like the Tiverton region has grown hotter since you last was here.
Oh boy. Just tell me when we get to town. Though Erin seems to be dabbing her forehead a bit more, just trying to stay underneath the safety of the shade of the wagon.
Well,
Though she
okay.
tries to keep away from the bodies.
You need to roll another medicine roll to preserve the corpses. Especially now, since the coming days will be
Oh,
very warm.
Oh dear.
Flies start accumulating.
In comparison to what you had been working for before.
Me?
So imagine, when you
Yeah,
traveled
yeah.
here at the start before you defeated the dragon, it was a minus 22 Celsius, if not more. After and the greenery started picking out, it started to be around minus 2 degrees, almost to the point of some few plus. As you passed the Forked Hills and the Thunder Peaks edge here, you suddenly walk into 24 degrees plus a late autumn, early autumn weather. And yes, flies actually do start to accumulate, and the smell is no longer hideable, as your herbs doesn't seem to do enough against the weather.
Key's response is to fish into a bag of holding and pull out the vial of perfume he's been carrying around for ages. It's just like, welp.
Erin
Arab
doesn't
tries her.
excuse me. Erin doesn't
Okay.
say anything
That
about
was some
the
good RP.
smell. Yeah.
Arab is trying her
Erin,
best to keep the flies off the bodies, but
Well,
Erin doesn't say anything about the smell. She just tries to ignore it the best she can.
well, you guys will need to make another charisma saving throw for the last bit to Tilverton due to the smell and just tackling everything and your emotions and everything that's gone through with the sudden heat isn't nice either.
I think I'm okay. Can I say that I actually
You'll
lose a
probably
horror?
make it.
No, you do not lose a horror point. But all of you make it. You don't get more points. You approach Tilverton. And you can see the town seems to be active for whatever reason. Like there's some not violence or anything, but like the town seems active.
Yeah. Aaron searches around in the caravan, the dragon's head, and
That thing is
As-
also probably like really gross now.
No, it has crystallized.
Radical.
and as she approaches the gate, she holds it up high for them to see.
It's very heavy, but you can, I say. For effect, I say you can.
Like she grunts a bit as she hoists it.
Remember to lift with your legs.
Enter Tiverton, and they seem to be having a festival. A festival that seems to be, there's a lot of fruit going around, and everybody seems to be eating fruit. And you think it's probably some sort of local festival related to the orchards that are here. And
Great.
as you enter town with your cart, a scene kind of is created as you shout. Aaron shouts, and like all the families and everybody, even the guards, are even having fun. And you return with the head of a dragon.
The dragon.
Yeah,
And I'm sure that killed a lot of their families.
yes, the dragon. And everybody recognizes this dragon, and all the guards that you can see. Meaning around, let's say 14 of them, run up to you, say, "Did you really do it?" All in different variations, and like you could hear some mumblings and a crowd forming, almost blocking you in from getting into the town. And just the tons of people that are out, no longer hiding in their houses.
Yes, it's dead. Not without some
You can
loss.
you can rest. You can rest easy tonight, knowing that the dragon that attacked the village is no more.
You hear something? Is this really true? Is this really true?
Yes.
And you see the half-orc captain of the Tiverton's captain of the guard approach you, holding a basket of fruit and not in uniform. I entrusted these adventurers to the task of maybe slaying the dragon. I even sent us these horses, as you all maybe recognize, that are not ours. But I've returned with the head of the dragon. Let's make this festival into theirs. And everybody's doubts turns into huge cheers. Change the music.
Erin is thankful for the applause, and she kind of passes the dragon head off to Arthur. And she says, she actually asks to talk to the guard captain for a moment, pull him aside.
Sure. Anything. That guard took a lot of my men and their families, so I don't doubt you.
So she asks to, and other members of the party are welcome to come along, but she says, I'm afraid we can't stay for too long.